everyone, Julia here. Welcome to Best Life by You, the podcast dedicated to helping you overcome issues or concerns around health, nutrition, mindset, relationships, or all of the above. So today it is actually 8 p.m. and I'm recording this podcast, so the glasses are staying on. We're not getting the natural light or the ring light today, so just deal with my pretty authentic self after a long day. But I had a lot of conversations today about just fiber with my clients. I noticed that that tends to be a trend that not just my clients tend to struggle with, but um, my friends, people around. It's always, how do you get fiber? And like, what do you consider fiber? What is fiber? Why do we need it? So today I want to just break it down. So I put together all my notes of coaching and how to really just explain fiber in the best way I can. It's not going to be a lengthy episode today, but I really just want to spend time breaking down what fiber is, why we need it. Me being 100% plant-based, it's a lot easier for me to get fiber in. So there's some days I get like 70 grams of fiber. There's some days I get 50 grams of fiber. There's some days I get like 30 grams of fiber. So it really depends on what I'm eating. But I want to just go ahead and start explaining, one of the most underrated nutrients that people talk about, which I love to actually consider a macronutrient. It's not a macronutrient, but I pretty much like to consider it because you probably have heard that it's good for digestion and you need it. So, like a carbohydrate, fiber is pretty much in that same category because it is a carb and a carb is a macronutrient. So your macronutrients, that could be a whole nother episode, but that's protein, fats, and carbs, just so you are aware of it. So pretty much, what is fiber? So fiber is a type of carbohydrate found in plant foods, fruits, vegetables, grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. So pretty much if you're somebody who is following the SAD diet, the standard American diet, then you're having a variety of meats, processed food. I'm sure you're getting your healthy fats and your unsaturated fats, and you're getting your saturated fats. Like, you're getting a huge diversity, but unfortunately in animal foods there is not fiber. So unless they're adding it in, but you want to make sure you're prioritizing just natural sources of fiber. So unlike other carbs, fiber is not digested by the body. If you did not know that, we're like, well, why do we need it? So I am going to get into it and why you do need it. But instead, if fiber just passes through the digestive system, and along the way, it provides a lot of benefits. So think of it as like the sweep, the cleaner, whatever you want to consider it for your body. So why do we actually need fiber? So one, for digestive health. It keeps things moving along, it helps prevent constipation, and it supports regular bowel movements. So unfortunately, a lot of people that I have worked with will start including fiber into their day, and they'll struggle with, or including a lot more fiber, and they're like, oh my gosh, I have such bad gas pain. I'm dealing with just a lot of gas, stomach issues, things of that nature. And more than likely, it's because you went from 0 to 100, right? You cannot start your fiber journey like that. So what I typically recommend, and this is for my clients, and this is for people who are not my clients, you track your fiber, right? Track it. I prefer MyFitnessPal, but you can go ahead and just start entering your fiber into MyFitnessPal, see where you're at, and then say for the week your average is like 10 grams, or maybe it's 20 grams of fiber. You're not going to go ahead and set it up to 50 grams. You're going to say, okay, let me go to 25 next week and make that your average goal. And then the week after, 30 grams, and make that your weekly average goal. Like, you want to continue to add on to it so your body can adjust to it. Because it's so good. Like, if you have that gas, like when you're eating a lot of fiber, it's good because your gut flora is happy. It's breaking it down. So that's something I would say, and it helps support regular bowel movements. So really good for us. We should be going every day. But anyway, you can have that talk with your doctor. Gut health is the next thing. So your gut is your second brain. There's so much serotonin in your gut. So to have those happier feelings and to feel better, you want to make sure your gut is healthy and your gut is happy. And how it's healthy and happy is by adding fiber in. So Gut health, fiber feeds your good gut bacteria. So that creates a healthier microbiome. So you're going to hear me say my favorite F word a lot today. The next bit is heart health. So certain types of fiber lower cholesterol by binding to it in the digestive tract. So our body makes cholesterol. So you do not need to eat cholesterol. That's been a conversation a lot of people ask questions about. Your body makes cholesterol. So there's dietary cholesterol that is only found in animal foods. So any kind of dairy product, anything from an animal has that cholesterol. So that's dietary cholesterol. And doctors, right, are like, you want to lower your cholesterol because over time you don't want to be getting a heart attack, which that comes through too much saturated fat, too much dietary cholesterol, and not enough fiber. So if you're a person that is eating a higher animal based diet, you also want to be cognizant to increase your fiber so it can help clean out the cholesterol in your body. So, again, it binds to it in the digestive tract and it helps clear it out. And then blood sugar balance. This is the another thing that's so crucial to add into your day. So fiber slows down digestion, preventing blood sugar spikes and keeping energy levels stable. So my clients who were pre-diabetic, what I recommended to them was to switch their meals, or even people with diabetes to switch to smaller meals throughout the day. So about 6 smaller meals, just so you can sustain your energy levels and keep it there. Because if you think about it, say you have 2 meals a day and it's at like 8 a.m. and it's at 6 p.m., you're going to crash after those meals because you're not stabilizing your blood sugar. You want small meals and make sure they each have fiber and protein. So I like to say 30 grams of protein with every meal. So you have 3 meals a day and then you have snacks. So every meal, 30 grams of protein, have a minimum of 10 grams of fiber with each meal, and make sure your snacks are fiber filled. And then there you go. That's easier for you to get your fiber in. The next bit is weight management. So fiber, it's half the time very, 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 very low in calories. If you think of broccoli, you think of any kind of veggie, celery, lettuce, all of that. I mean, those aren't high fiber foods. But if you think of a cup of berries, 1 cup, 80 calories, right? It's it gets filling. Like it can help fill you up because of the fiber. And it also has polyphenols in it, which are great for antioxidant, helps fight illnesses in your body. So we always hear antioxidants. So we want those good guys helping beat the bad guys in the body or the sick guys in the body. So that's another thing. You're eating bigger portions but less calories because fiber one is found in all those vegetables and it's lower calories, but you can have more volume and they all have fiber, and fiber keeps you full. And then longevity. So studies have shown that high fiber diets lower the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and some cancers. So that's something I I have a lot of doctors that I follow that can definitely go more into this, and like How Not to Die, the China study, certain books of that nature. I think it's fiber. There is a fiber book as well, but they'll explain to you all the benefits and doctors will go into it. I'm more so just giving you guys the general benefits and the general explanation of it because I like to just teach the basics. So if you are interested in more information, you want more research and things of that nature, please do message me. Okay, something else that people are not familiar with is the 2 main types of fiber. So the 2 main types of fiber are soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. So soluble fiber dissolves in water and forms a gel-like substance. That helps lower cholesterol and regulate blood sugar. That is found in oats, in beans, apples, chia seeds, and citrus fruits. Those are just some examples of soluble fiber. Insoluble fiber does not dissolve in water. So you could just think not happening. So that one is not dissolving in water. That adds bulk to your stool. It supports regular bowel movements, and that's found in whole grains, leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and skins of fruits and veggies. So that one, we need both of them. 100% we need both of them to make sure that we are keeping our body nice and clean and moving things along. But when people are like, oh, does it matter what kind of fiber? you need and don't need, get both of them in every day. That's why I recommend to have your whole grains, nuts, seeds, berries, fruits, and veggies, because that's going to help you get both of those, soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. Another great resource is Dr. Greger's Daily Dozen. So he walks over the 12 things that you should be having in your day to day. And some of them are just like green tea, water, movement. Simple things. It's not anything too excessive so that you can actually achieve those things. So if you do need a resource of somewhere to start, I would recommend Dr. Greger's Daily Dozen. So the next thing is, how much fiber do we actually need? Now, there have been more and more studies. The more fiber you have, the healthier you'll be, the better off you'll be. So the longer you live. I mean, these are just some things that the United States will put out of metrics that we should follow. So I'm going to actually start with how much the average is of what people get per day. So sadly, the average person gets 15 grams of fiber a day, far below what our body needs. So most adults, I would say, if you are that person falling in that category where you're not having enough fiber, aim for 25 grams a day. Like, let that be a win for you. And then when you're consistently hitting that, then you could up it to 30 grams, and then 35 grams, and then 40 grams, and make it a goal, whatever it is, over months, whatever your style is, just slowly increase it. So I'm at a point now, like I said, I can eat 70 grams. There was one day I was tracking, I had like 90 grams of fiber, but I also eat like 3,000 calories a day. So I had 90 grams of fiber and I was like, oh my gosh, like my body felt it. I felt so energized. I was just going and going and going and going. So you will feel the difference when you have just about 20 grams of fiber a day versus 50 grams of fiber a day. If you want to have fun and try it, after you've been consistently eating 50 grams and then go down. Don't like one day just do 50 grams, because you will have gas, because now you're just adding so much more to your gut, and your gut's like, wait, I'm not used to all this fiber. Give your gut a chance to get used to it, because it is good for you. But if you're a person who's consistently eating 50 grams of fiber, one day, if you're like, let me test my energy levels, just track like 20 grams of fiber. You'll probably eat more processed food or whatnot. Or more liquids like fruit juices and stuff that don't have fiber, and you will see the difference. You'll feel the difference. So that is something I recommend. And also, I'm not talking about people who fast. This is not included, because I know fasting has a lot of benefits as well. This is solely about fiber, the other F word. So just some tips I'd like to include to you guys or share with you guys about how you can get more fiber, because you're like, okay, Julia, this is great that you're talking about all this fiber, but I don't know how to get it. I don't even know how to include it. So what do you recommend? I would say choose whole grains instead of refined ones. So brown rice, quinoa, whole wheat are going to be better than anything white. So like, if I get it, we're not talking in the athlete world as well as like a pre-workout or anything of that nature. I'm talking about the average person. I want you guys to choose the whole grains instead of the white bread. So look for bread that has whole grains. Dave's Killer Bread, have that instead of a white bagel, right? Just start there, something small. You can add beans or lentils to soup, salad, or side dishes. I'm actually making this really good. It's super easy, super simple. I make for 5 days this black bean, mango, and avocado salad, and it's just that. It's literally those three ingredients. And sometimes, like right before I have it, I'll do a little lemon juice, but you don't even need that. And a couple days as it passes, like the flavors all blend together, and it's just delicious. So I'll have that usually at night, because I run on a month rotation of like what I'm eating. I eat the same thing for a month and then I switch it up. And unless like I have events that I go out to dinner and things of that nature. But it helps me in my eating schedule to know what I'm doing, because eating, I need to make sure I'm doing it. Otherwise, it's going to be on the back burner. So I have to lay everything out. So it's super simple to just add black beans, or even in my smoothie here that I'm still working on, I put half a cup of chickpeas in it. You cannot taste it at all. Like people do cauliflower, like frozen cauliflower added to their smoothie. Can't taste that. And I had half a cup of chickpeas to my smoothie. Literally can't taste it. And if you're a little like skeeved out by it, maybe do like an eighth of a cup and just start there, and then you can work your way up. Lentils is super high in protein. You get your good vitamins. You have tons of iron there, protein, fiber, all the good stuff. So add that in. They also sell dried lentils too. Like I picked some up at a farmer's market of dried lentils, and you guys can make it yourself too. Snack on fruit, nuts, or veggie sticks instead of processed snacks. So, say you're going to a movie. Trust me, I know it's not the same, but maybe you do popcorn, no butter, and just bring your own skinny popcorn and then have some like carrot sticks. I know it might be loud, but it might be worth it. Have some carrot sticks with hummus. You could do a little snack like that. Um, I used to do whole grain pretzels or sourdough pretzels with chocolate hummus, which chocolate hummus is bomb. It tastes like amazing. It tastes like icing, chocolate icing. So if you're a fan of that, that's a really good treat for a child, if that's something you're looking for. Also, trying chia seeds, flax seeds, or hemp seeds in smoothies, yogurt, or oatmeal. You can also do pumpkin seeds. So I'll have a yogurt pack with some pumpkin seeds on top. Really good. I throw all of those into my smoothie. So ground flax seeds itself has so many benefits. They have, or may have, I don't want to say 100%, may have anti-cancer properties due to its high level of lignans, omega-3 fatty acids, and fiber. So more research is definitely needed on it, but I know they are testing it because I do believe we have food on this earth to help heal us. So we just have to be cognizant of what we are intaking. So please, that's why I'm pressing you guys with fiber. The other thing, as I mentioned earlier, and I'm going to say this again, please gradually increase fiber and drink plenty of water to avoid bloating or discomfort. It is like anything, right? If you're learning how to ride a bike, you're not going to say, oh, let me go ahead and do a triathlon. You're going to go ahead and say, let me just ride a bike for 5 minutes to make sure I get it, and then slowly ease my way there. Same if you're starting your running journey. You're probably going to start with a 5K and then a 10K, and then you'll go ahead and do a half marathon and then a marathon. Like, those are the steps you're going to take. You're not going to say, I'm going to start running today and sign up for a marathon. I mean, you might be one of the few listening who actually does that, but my point is you want to slowly ease your way into it. So slowly start increasing fiber so you don't have those side effects. And remember, it's good side effects because your gut is absorbing it all and it's going to feel so good. And more plant-based foods we're eating, the more energized we're going to be, the better recovered we're going to feel. So the better nutrients are going to be passing throughout our body because we're not going to be developing all this plaque on our arteries over time. So we want to include as much fiber as we can to help clear up our body. And again, if you're eating high cholesterol foods, let's go ahead and add more fiber in. Like, make sure your plate is covering the colorful ray or the rainbow, as they like to say. So just keep in mind, fiber isn't just about digestion, it's about overall health. From balancing blood sugar to protecting your heart to feeding your good gut bacteria, keeping you satiated, fiber is truly a super nutrient. The more plant foods you include in your diet, the more you'll naturally boost your fiber intake and your body will thank you for it. I know mine did. I'm speaking from existence. I feel so much better as an athlete eating more plant-based foods. Well, I'm 100% plant-based, but having used to eat meat to now solely eating plant-based, I've seen the difference and I feel amazing. And if you're somebody who's listening to this and you're not sure of how to do that or you're looking for more guidance, I do have a free fiber guide of just some advice you guys can take or some meals that you could follow. My book is out, The 7+ Lifestyle. I have all plant-based recipes, whole food plant-based recipes in the back of the book that you can follow. I also have the macronutrients written out at the bottom so you can also see how much fiber and so forth, so you can start including them into your life. And if you need, I'm here as a coach. So if not me, somebody else who's well versed in fiber and who's well versed in helping you guys feel better and feel your best, that is what I'm after. That is my mission. So that is why I really do focus a lot on fiber, and I want to make sure you guys feel your best too. So I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this episode. Stay tuned for more, and let's continue to live your best life. I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. If you would like to continue to get these episodes first thing, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel on YouTube and on Spotify under Best Life by You. If you're interested in working together, y'all can go ahead and visit bestlifebyyou.com/work with me, or go ahead and follow me on Instagram at NutriFitJulia. Send me a DM or just follow for more information, fun tips, and just a lot of humor. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Let's continue to live the best life by you.